Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Baba Is You, and I think I've got an idea. I think the Fresh Brain may have done it again here. Let's take a look at Booby Trap. This is actually a pretty cool puzzle if what I'm thinking is correct, but let's see if that is the case first. What I had done originally, I think, might have been on the right track for what we need now, because we actually need to do two things with this level. I had not remembered, or I had sort of not realized last time that you really do need to say two things. You need to be able to first say that level is Baba, just so you can get access to levels, is it level 4, 5, and 6? To progress in the level, you first have to have Baba, because Baba is you, and otherwise your cursor can't actually get to the other spots in the level. But then, once you have actually gotten everything where you need it, or once you've actually completed those other puzzles, and you have actually... How am I going to do this here? Where you've actually turned Avalanche into Baba, then you have to go back and turn this level into Flag. It's a really cool evolution in our puzzleception, the fact that you've got to turn this level actually into two different things, and you're required to come up with two different solutions. Very different solutions, I think. Let's see if we can get it done here, though. What I am going to aim to do... I might have already missed... I actually need to go back. As I was talking, I was sort of forgetting part of what I need to do here, because I need to... Before, the first solution we had tried was getting all of these items into place. I can actually still do it here, I suppose. We had squeezed all of these pieces of text into the tunnel. That was my first idea in trying to come up with level is Baba. It turned out it didn't work because you have to actually block off all of the lava in the level. Hold on here. I need to go out here and say text is shift, because I think I need the belt as well. That might not be true. I'm not sure if I need the belt or not. But either way, we're going to have all of these things helping us here. We're going to bring the flag into the mix. We're going to put the word flag over here. And I think this is going to be okay. I think you only need the word flag in front, and then you can set things up like this. The idea that I sort of had last time, as I was thinking about how do I get flag up into this corner, I might have thought, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I think I had also thought about potentially pressing or pushing down level is, but I hadn't quite seen how to do it. I think I might know how to do it now. But let's get everything arranged in a row. I need to switch text is shift over to this side, and then start shifting it through. I still don't quite understand exactly why I suppose it's because text is push. And that's the reason that this space is that we're maintaining a space here where the flag is, because the flag is being shifted onto this square where the text flag is. And when that happens, because flag happens to be push and something is getting shifted onto its square, it gets pushed. There's a subtlety there that I don't know that I had realized before. Now, I think I do need one more piece of text, because I need to be able to push flag onto that side. And now I think we're actually okay. I think we can just put flag right here. And then the thing I think I was sort of neglecting or overlooking was I thought that I was going to run into trouble here, because I was picturing in my mind pushing level is close to the ghost. Close enough to where Baba is going to become empty. However, I think we've done this before, where we have broken the phrase Baba is you just as we are making a new level is phrase. We did it back, I think, on the Flower Island level. And I think it should work here as well. We should get level is flag. There it is. That is such a clever level. Booby trap is so aptly named because you can fall into a trap in multiple different directions. And in my case, I had a solution, but for the wrong phrase. And it caused me to kind of overlook that when I started to revisit things. Great. Okay. So now flag is push and open, and we could go 2 directions. We could open this door, but I don't think that gets us anywhere because there are 2 patches of water that we still need to get through. So I think we are forced to first go here and gain access to level 7. And I would assume 8 as well. Now, we are also able to manipulate these phrases here, but I don't think that does anything for us at the moment. There are these bonus levels up here, or at least one of them is a bonus level, and I would presume the others become bonus levels they unlock. But I don't think we can get to them at the moment because I'm breaking Baba Is You if I try to get by that. So this must be where we employ the cursor text. Cursor is must come into play at some point in order to get us to those extras, I'm assuming. Either way, that is for down the road. Right now, Bramblevine. It took me a second for my brain to process that name. Bramblevine. Okay. Have I ever heard that term before? What in the heck is a bramblevine? I've heard of bramble, and I've heard of vines. I guess they can be put together. We actually have a new object, which I presume is a bramblevine. These little, they look kind of like bushes with legs on the sides. Are those bramblevines? Okay. It'll take me a little bit to process that. Might have to look that up later. Bramblevine. We're learning new stuff here in Baba Is You all the time. Okay, so let's start to digest this. Level. Is there level anywhere on this? I don't see the level keyword. So I think the only goal for us on this world is just getting the dandelion. And that is by reaching the flag. Flag is win. Belt is shift. We have rock is push at the moment, which we can disable. There is a door, which is both shut and defeat. Me is open. But me is also fall. Me is not push. But it can become move. And then we have some other interesting things up here. Hedge is both defeat and stop. There is only one hedge from what I can see. It's not just defeat and stop, but it also is more when it's near Baba. Very curious. Why is that one single hedge down there all by itself? And why is that a condition attached to it? Okay, let's start to think about how we do this. Obviously, we need to get me to the door somehow. So we need me to be able to walk across here and through this square that has the belt. Initially, I'm not seeing enough objects. We only have 3 rocks, and we only have the 3 words, rock is push, and those are not enough to get me across. We still have 2 squares before me can safely get into here, and then presumably, I think the way it works, me would just fall down and keep moving and open the door. But we have to find a way to get it across. So We have very, very little to play with here. So there must be some sort of trick that we're supposed to use. I see. Okay. Now it makes a little more sense. Because the first time I went near, I got in a spot where the hedge was going to kill me immediately. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can actually position Baba so that you're not getting killed. Okay. I think I understand. What we're supposed to do here is we need to use the text and the rocks to funnel the hedge where we want it to go. And presumably we only need to do it. We only need it to cover two grid spaces here somewhere. They do have to be at least at this level. They need to be at least on this row so that the me is still high enough to reach this belt. So let's start playing around and see how that is going to play out. Where would we want the rock to start? Do we want the rock here to kind of do this? Now, we might not be able to just do 2 squares. Yeah, how is this going to look? How is this going to look? Because one of the things I'm realizing is that we can't really get this rock back now, can we? That rock is kind of gone. And also, I think we've put it in a spot where we can't do anything. Unless we make the rock no longer push. We would have to make the rock not push, and we'd have to step here. But then, okay, we've actually, I think, caused a fail state. So we can't start with the rock there. I guess I have to back up a lot more. Do we want the rock? What happens if we put the rock here? If I just put the rock there, I can't get out. What if I put the rock down here? That doesn't change anything either, unless I go up here. But I think that also doesn't change anything. I'm sort of in the same position that I first started. So I think I actually need to set up a barrier here somewhere. Like maybe this might be a puzzle where I'm just gonna kind of play around with the puzzle and see how things play out. Like if I do this, maybe this is a way to... I might have to put a rock here now. That's not quite it either, because I can't actually... Yeah, I can't actually get... If I go over here to try to get the hedge to start growing again, I'm trapped. So I can't put the rock here. What about here? That doesn't seem like it would do anything either. Yeah, this is all about getting the hedge. It's a funny mechanic that we haven't really dealt with before. At least quite like this. We've obviously had puzzles with more, but we have to be very creative about how we grow our hedges. Bramblevine. Maybe the name is starting to make more sense. I don't know that putting these 2 rocks down here helped me much. What is the problem that I'm having? Like, what is the problem with the way it's an issue with the way that the hedge grows around here, Because I can get the hedge to this point, but then I really can't grow it any further unless I have a rock down here, maybe. Maybe that's the first step, is to try to just put a rock here, which maybe I did before, but I kind of feel like I'm in the same spot. I think I'm in the same spot. Because eventually I get to this, it's the same problem when this hedge is right here. I get trapped. So do I need another rock right here? Then I can't grow the hedge at all. I can't grow the hedge at all, can I? How do I funnel the rock so that it is... Like, I need a way... This is a weird one to think about. I need a way to be on the right side of the hedge. I need to be on the right side of it to bring it out into this area. That's really that's the first problem that I'm trying to solve here, is just getting the vine around this corner out into this area. There's probably a whole nother set of problems once we actually get to this area, but we have to solve one problem at a time. So where do I put, like, maybe leading the vine out here? I keep calling it a vine for some reason. Like, I got the name of the level in my head. Maybe bringing it out to this point, though, is already a fail state. Is there some other way? I don't think there's any other way. I suppose I could... No, I don't think it... I think it makes no difference. I think I kind of have to start here. Like, even if I pushed a rock one square to the right of Baba to try to sort of block the hedge, it would only be blocked temporarily. The very next step, it would kind of be as if the rock didn't exist in the first place. So I think it feels like you're sort of forced to start here. I probably need to think about that a little bit more. We can't go here. There's really only 3 options of approaching it, right? Top, middle. Middle's not an option, though, because you die immediately. And bottom. Oh, what if we do this, though? There might be another option. Because what if I might have tried this already, but I'm still kind of wrapping my head around what is possible with this puzzle. If we go here and we go here, why is that? That's not good enough, because I need it to follow me. I can't get to this spot and have this arrangement because the hedge won't follow me anymore. I sort of need to be at a diagonal. I need to be at a diagonal at all times. If I'm ever not at a diagonal to a hedge, then I'm getting eaten. But a diagonal can still activate near. The near condition still is satisfied, and so hedge is more. This is going to be one of those that has a lot of possibilities to it, or at least it feels like it has a lot of possibilities, and so your brain can be overwhelmed starting out. I'll try to be systematic here, but it feels like you're starting here. Can I proceed anywhere from this stage? If I go back to a diagonal, I'm going to be trapped unless I have a rock somewhere here to stop. And maybe that's the key, is maybe having like a rock up here to let me out. That's not good enough, because It needs to be more than one rock. Maybe it needs to be... Let's see what the minimum number of rocks would need to be. I think you would need to have one rock below this other one. You would need to have one... Let's see how this can work out. It's going to be a little awkward with the positioning as well. Because how do I get back into this space unless I disable rock as push? But I kind of need rock. Rock has to be pushed in order to stop more. So what if I did... What if instead of... What if I put this here? Like this. I kind of have the same problem, right? I'm ending up where I'm not growing things diagonally enough. And then I end up trapped. So what is the key insight, or what is the key trick to doing this correctly and allowing the hedge to grow? How do we visualize this? So maybe what we need would be to position the rocks even further down. I feel like I might have done this before. What I was in was that, man, I gotta back this up so far. What I was envisioning I kind of like I need the rocks to sort of carve out a safe space for me. Like I was thinking of putting a rock here, like where Baba is right now. The problem is, in order for it to actually stop the hedge from growing, it has to be pushed, doesn't it? If I deactivate rock as push, it's not good enough. Like I can walk through it, but it's gonna get overgrown. And it's as if the rock didn't exist. Because that's the fundamental thing that I'm having trouble visualizing is I need like I'm getting to this spot here, and I guess I could go left. If I go left, my only options are left or up, so I could go left again. And then if I go up at this point, now I've been trapped. I would have to get rid of, maybe this is where I need to put the rock. What if I put the rock there? Put the rock here. The problem is I need it to not be push, so I have to deactivate it here. What I'm thinking of doing... No, this is already too late. This is already too late. I'm trapped. And this kind of gets me in the same spot. Because unless I put a rock here, I'm gonna die. Or I'm gonna be trapped. I'm really having trouble visualizing exactly where the rocks are supposed to go. There's something that's fundamentally not clicking yet. Because there's so many potential, or it feels like there could be so many potential stages along its growth pattern here where you're supposed to be diverting its course. That might not be the case though, right? A lot of these could just be equivalent. And putting a rock in the way at any one of these is kind of the same as putting it anywhere else in the next 3 or 4 steps. But fundamentally, the dilemma here is this corner. At least the first dilemma is, how do I even get the hedge to grow out of this corner in a way that I don't kill myself? Because it feels like if I've gone to this point, I've already failed. Like if I go back now and I say rock is push, and I put a rock here, like what exactly are we doing? There's no way for me to, like I can't push the rock into the hedge, but I wouldn't even want to do that anyways because it would immediately grow. It would immediately go into the square where Baba is and I would die. And if I, let me go ahead and just restart. And if I just put a rock here, I think we've done this. This is just like extending the wall. It runs me into the same issue. Do I need to, did I try this already? I'm also having trouble remembering what I've tried. Got several problems here. If I go like this, what is this? How does this end up? Maybe this is the way? But it's not, right? It's the exact same problem. Once we get to here, once we get to where the wall is jutting out, and I've grown a hedge one square beyond that, I'm trapped. So this, I think we should probably be able to say that any state in which, I don't know if this is 100% true, but any state in which the hedge reaches there can be considered a fail state. That's the way it feels for the moment. Let's start with that. I'm not sure that it's true, but let's proceed with that and just say that that has to be the case. Because if that is the case, we probably have to put a rock at least there, don't we? And maybe we also have to put a rock here. But I feel like this kind of has a similar issue. Maybe it's not a similar issue? No, it is a similar issue. Unless I do this. I can't do that though. It almost feels like I can't do... So many puzzles are like this, right? Where it just feels impossible. Because I really need... It feels like I really need the ability to be able to sort of like paint a safe space for myself, a safe square, where where I can just wait. That's not the wait. What is wait again here on the controller? It's that button. Like if I could, the fact that more goes over the rocks when they're not push, things would be so much easier if that were not the case, wouldn't it? We probably wouldn't have a puzzle then. Dang, how do we do this? Maybe I've just been overlooking something pretty simple though. Because maybe I don't actually have a fail state here. Because I can do this, right? Maybe that's how I do it. Now I can say rock is not push, and now I have this thing growing out here. Aha. Okay. That might be it. Is that actually it? Is it as simple as that? The issue... There's one issue which I think can be easily resolved, because when I take a step up here... Well, there's maybe two... No, it's actually okay. Ah, because the belt is taking me away from that last hedge. Okay. It was actually a very simple thing that I was just overlooking. I don't even know if I needed all three of those rocks the way that I put them. Exactly, I was just sort of fooling around. just kind of throwing stuff at the wall to see what would work. Now, the problem here... No, I don't need Raucous Push. What am I thinking? I don't need Raucous Push. I just need that square, I think, to be there. The square. I need the push text. It can be any piece of text. But one piece of text needs to be there in order to stop. Oh, this is not going to work, though. It's not going to work because... So we still have an issue. It feels like we're very close because now we can just kind of do this and we get almost completely there. However, if I were to go in, the problem that's gonna happen here is that if I go in here now and say Mia's move, me pushes the text into the way. Me can't get in. Me can't get in. So we got to do better. We have got to do a little better. Can I do something? Can I do something similar? Can I... What if I do... Let's see if I put this here. Yeah, what if I put these here and I put this one here? Maybe this is my escape route. I can do this. No, but I still need a way to get that is. I need a way to get rid of this. So... Okay. I think I might have thrown away 2 rocks. I think I probably don't need the 2 rocks down on the bottom. I think I might only need the one. The one right here. Which maybe doesn't belong there yet? I'm not sure. Because I think I can get things here, and then we put things here. Okay, so we've done that, which puts us in our potential win state. Now I do need to deactivate Raucous Push in order to start growing this out from here. I did say before that I really only needed... like... What if I do things a little differently? What if I don't just go straight for the belt? What if I'm doing this? Hold on. I'm sort of visualizing something here. What if I did... Let's make Rock Push again. And let's put... these here. Rock probably needs to be pushed if I'm doing this, because otherwise me would fall through. Can we do this? No, but Rock needs to not be pushed for a moment. Which means what I need... Okay, I need it the other way around. Okay, I screwed up. Hold on. I need Raucous Push to be on the left. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. We need the rocks to be here, I think. We need this to be here. But we need it to not be pushed temporarily. We need to be like maybe this. So the text is push always, which is what I kind of need. Because let's say that I do like this, and then it stops growing. I think now we win. Because now we have the little stair step for me to come down here. Okay. Gosh, it can be so difficult to visualize sometimes. Just... It's probably my overcomplicating brain. I think like there's so many things going on in my mind, or there's so many potential ways that we could arrange this, and we just needed to kind of, it wasn't a fail state to get the hedge into that one square. So that was an assumption that I'm glad we very quickly revisited, and we got there because we just needed to put we did need to use one boulder specifically in order to maneuver things the way that we wanted. They are giving us now, this is interesting, I had not expected this to pop up here, but they are giving us a way to get our cursor easily back over here. That's very generous of them. So we can return over here. Now we don't necessarily, well, at least at this moment, that doesn't seem to be useful as of yet, because we really probably need more stuff. We need to get something else generated from level 8. So let's check out mutual feelings. Oh my gosh, it's so zoomed in. This always throws me off whenever you have a level that is so zoomed like this. Wow. It feels very simple from a meta perspective, if we're thinking just in terms of turning the level into something. It feels like we're able to turn it into multiple things very easily. They're sort of giving us a layup here in this regard. We could say level is Baba. We could say level is Flag very, very easily. And that feels pretty useful in both of those cases, right? We would probably want Baba first. We probably need Baba first. But we also sort of need a flag. I'm sort of thinking in meta terms at the moment before focusing on the actual puzzle, but we could focus on the puzzle first. Let's get to that other stuff in a minute. Let's try to just solve flag is win here at first. And maybe that's also very straightforward? Huh. Interesting. So it's a layup dandelion, but it also seems like a layup in terms of turning the level into something. Now, what I'm suspecting, because they are giving us a layup on both of these, what I'm noticing is that if we turn, whether we turn the level into either Flag or Baba, we kind of don't have anywhere to go. Baba doesn't get us through the doors. And with the flag, we don't have anything to push the flag. I think we need both. I think what they're trying to get us to do here is we have to come up with some funky way to say that level is two things, which would involve text stacking. We need to do some text stacking, I think. So how do we do that? Love is Telly. Love is Telly. Is it as simple as waiting to the right moment? That doesn't quite do it. So how do we text stack here? We have not done text stacking in quite some time. Do we need multiple? We might need multiple things to be love. Well, we might need more than two things to be, or we need more than two things to be Telly. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay, so let's say we reset. Baba is push. Let's take Baba and put Baba here. We could also theoretically say that flag is push. Obviously, not just theoretically. Of course, we can say flag is push. The question is, where do I put the flag? Do I want to put it on the same space as Baba? Because what I'm thinking of doing here is saying flag is telly. Ah, but it doesn't connect. Just because flag is telly does not mean that it connects with these two. So in order for things to work in a teleport network, they have to be the same object. I can't connect together flags and love just because they're both telly. How am I going to stack the text? Because I can't just throw two pieces. I can't throw text onto these hearts and just wait for them to stack each other. But I'm pretty sure we've done this before, haven't we? This is where it might be useful to review some of the puzzles that we've done in the past where we've had teleport, because I feel like text stacking was a thing, but maybe not. Maybe what I'm thinking of is the fact that we could toggle different properties. We could toggle certain properties by having words. Like you could put something like this and sort of toggle flag is win on and off. So what are we aiming for here then? Ah, okay, so what I could do, that's what I could do, is I could turn I could make 3 rocks. I can make 3 rocks. That might be the goal. If we can make, because I was thinking, I don't think I verbalized it, but one of the things that I do remember from teleport, is if you have 3 things, like if you only have 2 teleporters, things happen very predictably. But when you have 3, things start to get random. And I think that's where you can end up with the text stacking. Now the issue, but the problem is we can't make rock telly. I didn't think that far ahead. Damn, we can't make rock telly. So that's not the way. I could make a third. Oh, maybe I am overcomplicating this. Maybe all we need to do is just say either flag or Baba is love. That's probably what I was doing wrong. This is probably the simple way to do this. And now, no, but this is the problem. I had initially thought of this, but then I discarded it because I end up with one of my words on the wall. Oh, but I can get it off the wall. I can get it off the wall. Okay, I'm thinking sometimes a million miles an hour in terms of all the steps that are coming into my mind. The goal that we're aiming for those who are not yet there, the goal is I'm trying to stack Baba and flag. And I think the way that I do that is by having 3 teleporters. Because eventually, if you wait around long enough, the random nature of the teleporters makes it. See, it's very random. I don't think it's a set. I think it's actually RNG as to what teleports where. Because they don't go in a set order, do they? They just kind of randomly decide where to go. And so I think if we get flag, see, now they're stacked. Oh, we actually made 4 teleporters, didn't we? The issue is I need them to be, well, I could make my life a little easier here if I go here. There we go. I just needed to be in the spot to push them off of the teleporter once they were stacked. Because now that we have text stacked, I think we can make 2 things out of our level. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. It makes sense. In the context of Baba, this naturally makes sense, and it's what occurred to me when it quickly was apparent that we have so many layups. supposedly layups. All those layups are dead ends. You got to be a little more creative. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. I love this game. So now we have another flag that we can use to do what? What do we do with this flag now? What we do with it is... Well, what we can do first is we can open that door. And then we can open the other door. And now I think we can just use one of these pieces of text to sink the water. No, text is float. Oh. These bastards. Text is float. God damn it. Wait a minute, so how the heck do we do this? Am I going to need... Because I can't... If I just... If I'm trying to get over to where level 9 is at, how do I get through the 2 pieces of water? Because I can... The only way that I see so far to sink those is with those 2 babas. Okay, let's reset. You actually have 2 copies of Mutual Feelings. Wait a minute. You can't do this again, can you? You're not able to do this endlessly, are you? Is there a world where we could just keep replicating babas and flags? I mean, we have to try. If nothing else, we have to see. Will the game let me do this? Will the game actually let me? I want to see. This is just... The nature of playing Baba Is You is you just sometimes have to say, what the fuck happens here? Whoops, Baba got pushed off. I moved to the wrong square. I'm just sort of, I'm putting myself next to 2 squares, trying to give myself double the chances of being next to one when they're actually on top of each other. So I'm just trying to go slowly here so I don't, I guess I could rewind if I do miss it. If I sort of quickly go through here, waiting for them to stack again. Now we've got that. Do we actually get... I don't think so. It doesn't... Well, I mean, we should be able to find out. No, okay. If there were 2 flags there... Except, was that the defining... Because what I might have here... I might have... If I had gone back into the level that was just a flag... It's possible that I created... It's possible that I have 2 babas here. No, I don't, because it didn't give me the prompt again. It didn't give me the prompt to say there were 2 levels. Okay. They have foreseen this scenario. So you are not able to endlessly replicate. That would have felt a little cheap if you were able to endlessly replicate babas and flags. I think I tested that correctly. But we should leave the possibility open that I have potentially screwed things up. Text is float, so we can't use it to get by the water. If I try to go down here, I haven't looked down in this area before. Why is level a thing? And why do we have this suspicious patch of water? Our cursor disappeared. Our cursor disappeared. We can't do anything. I guess we can still do stuff, but we can't do anything really useful. So... And if I can't go over here, right? Because there's no way my cursor is not yet I don't even know what we're going to do with the cursor yet to make it so that I can bridge this gap. But that's level 14. It feels like they're wanting us to go in the sequential order. That in order, the next step of progression is to try to get to part 9. Let's think this through. How do we get to puzzle 9? Because right now, I'm definitely not seeing how we do that. Flag is push and open. Flag is push and open. So that is the only way for us to get through the door, correct? So now we have 2 Babas over here. But to get through this door, I have to get this flag here. And now I'm just left with 2 Babas, right? I don't think level is anywhere in these other puzzles don't have the level keyword, right? So what am I overlooking? Flag is push and open. Ghost and Baba is you. Look at Avalanche again here. Level is Baba, I think, is the only possibility. I feel like I might just be overlooking something simple, but also... because that felt like that should have been the hurdle. Getting over that hurdle of figuring out... if I were going to come up with multiple flags... I'm starting to think that I didn't actually test this. If I were going to come up with multiple flags, I would want the Baba. I would want the Baba to be the level. I would want to take this Baba and replace it with a Baba and a flag. It's not going to work like this. It's not going to work like this, but I'm going to try one more time, goddammit, because I don't see where else to go at the moment. I'm a little stumped, but I'm probably overlooking something straightforward. Because so far, once we have reached, let me just get this dealt with here. It's a little tough keeping track. There we go. Okay. Once we have figured out, like, this feels like you have to figure this is the puzzle. Solving this, getting text stacked, that's the hurdle. And once you're over that, we're just going to open things up for you to get easily to the next set of puzzles. We're not able to duplicate things. So we can only get 1 flag and 1 Baba. So then what the heck do I do when I'm here? Oh, of course I'm being a dingus. I was totally overlooking, as I thought I was. I need to say level is push, don't I? I think that does it. That's why level is down here. It's not because I'm supposed to, like, creatively break that somehow and actually turn level into flag or something like that. I just need to make level is push. That should work out. And I think I can do it like this. Level is push, which now means that I should be able to get, well, I need to keep this here. It's a little awkward with, let's see if I can first, oh, did I need to first pass the cursor over? I might have needed to pass the cursor over to Baba because I'm not sure now that I can actually, unless I deactivate level is push. Because I only need, no, I think I do need both levels. I can do this, right? Let's first open, oh, flag is no longer push. Okay, let's reset here. let's reset here. Let's do what I think we have to do first, which is open that door and open this door. I think those things have to happen. Or at least that's the easiest way for us to do things. Now I can pass the cursor over here. And now I can do what I did before with this Baba. I can make level as push. And now it should be as simple as syncing the water and the levels. It feels so weird. Everything resets when you can just reset anytime on your own, and also everything resets when you go into a puzzle, but it also, there is something about syncing an actual puzzle, a full level, that just feels kind of strange. Out of my game, puzzle. It doesn't quite work like that, though. Okay, we have made it, though, to level 9. Let's check out Delicate Stars. Cool name. Delicate Stars. What makes them delicate? Star is star and melt and open. Okay. So multiple ways to destroy the stars. So what are we aiming for? What are we aiming for? Our win. First of all, me is you. That's always a fun one. Our win is over here. It is behind some water, which is sink, and it's also behind a door, which is shut, and stop. Okay. The only thing that is open is star. It's also melt. What is hot? Box. Box is hot. And that's essentially it. Now they're giving us access to an on. In this case, they're saying me on box is star. They're preventing transformation with both box and star, which are really the only things that we would care about, I think. Transforming, because transforming box into something else would make things probably really, really easy. There's also this thing up here. We are allowed to kind of go around this side once, because once we do, fire is defeat, and we can't go back. So they're giving us a passageway to that side of the star. And then we have access to both push and pull. Okay. A lot of potential. Obviously, with on in play, there are some conditions that we could... Some conditional pushes or conditional pulls. It looks like we want to maybe make... Because I'm looking at this door. There's a door here as well, which looks like our first objective, because we need to be able to disable water as sink. So we need a star to open this door. How do we get how do we get this star past the box? Can we pull the box down? I can't just say boxes pull. I'd have to be a little more clever than that, because if I say boxes pull, I pull it here, but then I'm stuck. Now, star is melt and open, but me is not hot. Me is... I see. Me on box is star. Okay. So what I could do then... One simple thing I could do would be to say that box is push. If I said box is push, then I could do this and push the box down here. But then what do? I can't just pull the star, or can I? Maybe I can't. Maybe I can say star is pull. Because now the box is no longer push, right? It's just hot. But I have the same problem because now I'm stuck. So... The on. What do we use on for? On is weird. It's kind of a weird word to have here because if we're applying a conditional to either push or pull, like it doesn't quite make sense to say like box on me is push, because how do I actually push it? I'm never anytime that I'm on the box, I can't actually push it. What about box on me as pull? How does that work? I think it's the same thing. Isn't it? It's the same thing. So, are we supposed to do like a conditional transformation? We can't transform box or star. But those are the words they're giving us. They're giving us box and star and me. If I transform me, then there's no more you. Without me, there's no you. What are we supposed to do here? I have a push and I have a pull. I have a one-time get over to this side. But I also... What would I do with that? The only thing that I so far have thought of was to say box is push, which does get it out of the way. Over here... We've done some creative stuff before with... The problem is, though, we can't say box on star. We can't have one of these as a conditional, right? Because star being on a box just melts the star. I'm really having a tough time seeing what on is for, because I was thinking on, maybe we're supposed to use it to somehow deactivate a phrase. Because I was looking for a second over on this side. Is there ever a world where we're trying to bring the star... I also only have one is, so I'm not allowed to make something both push and pull. I don't know if that would help me, but it's not allowed. Once again, like we've had so many times, just figuring out a goal. Just figuring out a goal is getting me... is turning out to be a non-starter. We have an on, we have an is, we have me, we have box, we have star, and we also have push and we have pull. How do I first... Because it feels like the first step is to do something with this star and this box. If I try to push the box... Okay, what about this? Maybe this is the way. Maybe this is what they want us to do, is to say that... Oh, okay. Maybe I'm starting to get it here. What about star? This is not going to work either, is it? I was thinking about saying star on me. Oh no, this is correct. this is going to work. I thought for a second that I was not going to have enough words to do what I wanted. But what I need to do is I need to first push this through like this. And actually I need to get this here. This is what I was wanting to do. Okay, this maybe makes some sense. Because now the star is only pull when I'm on it. When me is on the star, or when star is on me. Which now means when I push this box, the star gets pulled along. But it also means that I have an out. I can make it out to this spot. And now I get to simply say, star is push, right? Aha. Okay, now, does the same trick work over here? As I am about to have a sneeze, except it is aborting. Ugh, I hate that. The worst. The sneeze that doesn't want to be a sneeze. Okay. Focusing back in. I don't think I can do the same trick though, because I don't have a way around like I did with Fire is Defeat and that back door. So what do we do here? Maybe it's simple, but let me think about it. If I pull the box, I would need to... Yeah, maybe it is... Well... Let's say we make... No, I don't want to do that. Let's say we make boxes pull. That feels like the only thing that we can start with, right? We kind of have to start with boxes pull, don't we? Now, we don't really get to do much else. Except we can deactivate it, and we can say star is pull. But we can't pull the star all the way to the box. We don't want to do that. Unless we can say the box is push. Could we have done it that way? If I say box is push, though, we can say box on me is push. We just do the reverse. That totally makes sense from like a clever puzzle design perspective. So let's back this up and make the opposite phrase, which I think we can make. Me is push, that's cool, but what I really want is, I really want box on me is push. And now we say star is pull. Because we kind of end up with a similar position right here, where the box is now push, and something that is being pulled. I don't know that we've ever actually been able to test a scenario like this, where we're trying to pull something into an object that is also push. Because the only way to really set this up is to have an on that allows you to stand inside of it, and then apply that property push once you're inside or on the same grid space. And now we just say star is push. And we should be home free. That is a clever little one. And now we just say me is win. Excellent. Fun. I enjoyed Delicate Stars. It's the name of the game. It is... There are so many times, it just happens over and over again, where it's like, what do I do? What the hell do I do? Eventually, it clicks. It can take a little longer sometimes than others. Okay. Oh, no. Just no. We have to look at this. If nothing else. Just to... That song, that little meme song comes to mind. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Just know. Okay, well, that is an excessive amount of knots. That is an excessive amount of knots. Not Baba is you. That's always made sense to me. This is such a funny level. I don't even know what these rocks are doing here. Oh, the rocks are here because you could say, not Baba is you. Aha. Aha. Okay. Skull is defeat and not you. There are so many knots. There are so many knots. We are apparently supposed to come up with some really clever... Oh, well, okay. The dandelion is done, I think, by simply... Let's just reset this. But the dandelion is actually not too hard to get. We simply just need to line up enough pieces of text. Oops. We just need to line up enough of these to simply push win over to the beyond the skulls. So that part is easy enough. Yay! It's not 209 anymore. It's 210. 210. Okay. So, as is often the case, we've got a level within a level. We've got the level keyword, and that's the real game here. It's not getting the dandelion. It's not getting the dandelion. I think I did the right number there. Okay. So, level is what? Level is not win. We could have done it the other way, actually. I should have done the clever thing here of doing a whole bunch of negatives, an even number of double negatives. That would have been the really clever thing to do. Yay! Okay. All right. Now, how do we actually generate something? Like, what are we aiming for? Maybe that's what we should look. We should take a look here again to see what do we actually need. I mean, we kind of need Baba, don't we? We need to kind of say level is Baba. The issue is that the level is on the other side. Or it's not, of course it's on the other side. It's not on the same row as Baba is you, so we can't just push Baba over to say level is Baba. Or can we? We don't have enough is keywords. Or at least, like, I can't just maneuver Baba is you up here, can I? Maybe I have to. How would I do that? Baba is... We would need to maybe start with not Baba is you. So we have our 3 rocks, but none of these can go... I don't think we can't get either a rock or Baba across the skulls, can we? Skulls are defeat. Skull is defeat, and I don't see a way for us to disable that at the moment. Skull is defeat. So let's presume for the moment that we can't get something that is you to the left side of the screen, which means we need to somehow push Baba Yeah, what are we aiming for here, actually? Once again, back to square one, trying to figure out what are we even aiming for? What is the goal? What is the game plan here? It's level is Baba, isn't it? That's what I have to say, don't I? Because otherwise, out here in the meta world, I have to turn this level into a Baba. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't, because theoretically we can just do what we did before. We can just do what we did before by opening... No, I think I... What do I have to do here, actually? What do I was thinking I could get access to cursor is. I could get access to those if I pushed... If I made level is push again, and I sunk the water, I have a Baba left over, right? I still have access to a Baba that is in this area of the map. And then I could go down and maneuver cursor is into some position somewhere, except I don't have a property to go with it. This door in the middle is still shut. So does that mean that it feels like we have to do something with this level, but I'm just not... I guess I am sure that it has to be level is Baba, aren't I? Because what else would we do? If we say level is not Baba, or maybe as they're giving us so many knots here, we're supposed to say level is not Baba. But the real trick is how to get the Baba up onto this row, isn't it? Am I just forgetting something very simple? We only have one is. We only have one is. It feels like a non-starter, the fact that these are on different rows. Like, I can have all the knots in the world, but they can't help me. Never mind. Of course they can help me. I'm being a dingus, as is always the case. Of course, we can just say, not Baba is you. We can just say, not Baba is you, and we can get... We just need... This is where things could get just slightly tricky, because I need to be able to... I need to be able to offset these rocks just enough, and maybe that's why they're giving us all these. If I line up 3 rocks in a row, all next to each other, of course I can move Baba to a different line. Being silly. I just need... I think what I want actually is to push these all up here. Well, I can't push them all though, because I need some. I do need some knots. How do I actually... I need to get these two... The rocks... I think I might need... It feels like this should be a very straightforward thing to do, but I'm having a little trouble visualizing it. Maybe I need one more knot. And then we put this here. I just don't want to stack these. I don't want to stack them. Hold on. Hold on a second. We put... Maybe I should do it with Baba. Hold on. Before I start getting all these boulders into place, what I want to do is just create... I want to create a barrier in the corner that I can nudge up against and position, offset my rocks properly without stacking them. So now we get one of these. And now I can go like that. And no, I actually want it the other way, don't I? Fuck. I want it to where I actually want these like this. No, I can't do that. I have to do it like this. Now I say... Now I say this. No, I can't do that yet. Hold on. Now I need them like this. Now we have it. Oh my god. That should not have been so difficult. Good lord. Okay, now we should be able to arrange as many knots as we can. We need an even amount, right? That's the key, is to have an even amount. Because we want to say level is 6 should be enough. 6 is all that we have. Oh, I can do this. I can just line up 6 anyways, because as long as it's an even number, Baba is still you. And that should give us a Baba. Okay. Oh man, this game is absolutely breaking my brain today. I'm managing, I feel like I'm just barely muddling through. Just barely managing to muddle through, which is probably a good sign that we should probably wrap things up. I'm just curious where we would go from here. Now that I do have that Baba, what does that actually do for me? Because yes, I can do stuff with cursor is. What it lets me do is it lets me push through cursor is. Yeah. So do I still need to make level is push? I guess ultimately what we're trying to do now is get here. What we're trying to do is get to this spot, which means I need a flag. Or maybe not. I don't know if I need a flag. If I say cursor is push and open, how does that work? This is new territory here where we're applying properties to our dang cursor. So I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Probably, maybe what we're trying to do is say cursor is you? Is that the ultimate end game? This is really fascinating to think about, but I also think we're at the end of a session here, and I don't quite have the brain power to keep going. I'm so curious though, and this is actually, I think, a good spot to leave things. Gosh, there are so many rules. We're in such a bizarre territory now with this whole this levelception, this puzzleception has really. I love it and I absolutely hate it at the same time. It is, like I said, breaking my brain. We'll leave it there. We'll see what our progress is going to be for next time as we continue to try. We actually, in the big picture, we made a ton of progress today, and I am much more. I was not sure we were going to make it that far in just the one session. I'm gonna count this as a win. We'll see what we can do. I love that the name of the level is Just No. I think we found the title for this episode. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode, and we'll try to solve some puzzles with the fresh brain next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.